7 years ago, I found out that I had breast cancer, and that's the worst word a person could ever hear. And they said it was a very aggressive cancer, so they had to treat it aggressively, so they had to use the strongest chemotherapy they had. It made me very sick, and also radiation. But I know I kept believing God to help me get through it, and I did. Then last year, the oncologist said, if you don't have surgery again, you're going to end up with cancer again. So they did double mastectomy, reconstruction surgery, and then I had to have a second surgery after that. Then I asked Jesus to please be with me during my operation and guide the surgeon's hands. And as soon as they put me under, then Jesus walked up to me and he took my hand, and I could just see the operating room for a second, and then all of a sudden we were up in heaven. And he let me see my parents and my nephew, which passed away when he was 16 months old, in the 60s. I couldn't believe how young my father was and my mother when I seen them. And Jesus said you could go ahead and give him a hug, so I walked up and gave him a hug. And then he showed me the streets of gold, and he showed me the river. It looked like pure crystal. Then there was thousands of angels in heaven, and they sang nonstop. I didn't know the song they were singing, but they could sing without even taking a breath. And their outfits, the way they were dressed was like just pure white. I felt young again, and I felt joy and love. A love you can't explain. It's beyond any love you feel here on earth. And then Jesus said, my daughter, there's something else. I want to show you what I did for you. And then he pulled up his sleeves and showed me his wrists. And I seen about 3-inch scars in each wrist, and I felt kind of bad for him. And I said, Lord, I know you went through a lot for us on the cross. And he said, my daughter, don't feel bad. He said, I did this for you and for the sins of the whole world. Heaven is a place of no sickness, no pain, no sorrow, no sin, no heartache. And all it is joy and peace, and that's all you feel when you're standing in the presence of God. It changed my whole life, and I lived totally, everything I lived for is for him now. When I was standing next to him, he just felt like my father, and my friend, best friend, and just the love pouring out through him. It's hard, words are hard to describe. So.